Hello everybody and welcome back. I am Carrick. So we're continuing on with this Banished playthrough and sort of just walkthrough, I guess, just sort of explaining some of the thought process on how to make a successful village. And from this Adam and Eve start, we have made a successful village. Although I will say that it was funny because, early on we'd have like 400 food with Adam and Eve and be like, that's fine. Adam and Eve don't eat that much. Now we have 11 citizens. 8 of them are adults and 3 of them are children. So 390 food is definitely not much of a stockpile. So we are definitely barely afloat. But last episode we ramped up our food production significantly. So hopefully we'll start to see that number grow. The stockpile of food should go way up. And guys, just so you know, if you're jumping in and things look a little weird or you missed something, the playlist link down below will make sure you're seeing everything in order because Twitch or YouTube is weird about not recommending things in the proper order sometimes. Playlist link down below is a good thing, and just let me know what you guys think of the Banished series so far in the comments. I'd love to hear the feedback. But yeah, Banished is I'm having a great time playing it. I'm just enjoying playing it, and that's all we're doing. We're just taking it easy playing it. It's been a little bit since we've done YouTube content on the channel. Unfortunately, it's been kind of a tough year, and we're finally getting back into a rhythm, I think. And I'm just having a good time just playing some Banished here. But if anyone had questions or thoughts or suggestions or anything, or why I did this or why I did that, or what the mod, wants additional explanation on what the mods are doing for us right now and stuff like that, by all means, the comments are a great place to discuss a lot of that stuff. So we got a dog outside making some noise. So I'm actually going to reduce one of those people off of this gatherer's hut just to kind of see what they can do. One person in the gatherer's hut, one person at the fishing dock, and one person at the hunting deer stand, and see how they compare, like in terms of their yields, seasonal yields. Oh, I thought someone had died. No, it's just someone that's walking around in the cemetery. I thought that was our first tombstone. Nope, not quite. Let's go back to working on that. We need stone. Yeah, we need stone. And luckily we have a lot of stone out here. We have a couple laborers. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to get this health center done until the stone is done. I'm gonna unpause the trading post. Oh man, that food is still just like, it's teetering right now. It's teetering. We're doing okay. We're doing well on fuel, though. We have 4 families. That family's pumping out kids. We got... Holy cow. We might actually have to just say chill on the new births. We might have to actually cap it, our family, at just have these houses. Build no more houses. I say that, and then I kind of go and do it anyways. You know what I mean? Okay, what are the ages of our children right now? We got a 5-year-old. Interesting that these... Can they still have kids at 50? I don't know if there's a point where it just cuts off and they just can no longer have additional kids. I think they can. I think they can just keep having kids forever. I'm not sure. They've aged up and such that they've left the nest, so to speak, but I think they can have a kid. I could be wrong about that. Yeah, I might definitely be wrong about that, because it might not be a coincidence that the rest of these families are pumping them out and this one doesn't have any. No one's living in that house. So we have 3 families that are going to be making more kids, as opposed to starting the game with just 1. So things should accelerate fairly quickly. That's a 6-year-old female, an 8-year-old male. Okay. 600 food in the bank, lots of firewood. You know what? I think we do make another house. I think we make another house. I'd kind of like a larger storage unit too, but marketplaces would be good for distributing goods a little bit more efficiently. health is going on up, probably because of the food diversity, which is nice. We don't even have that herbalist working. And we have plenty of herbs that are stored, I think. Don't we? Yeah, we have 241 herbs that are stored. So it seems like if someone wasn't feeling, if they're feeling under the weather, they could just go and get some herbs. I don't think you need an herbalist to like provide those or anything. But it did say that the herbalist shack actually does provide health more than just collecting the herbs itself. Because a lot of the herbs we get here, we just go and pick them up off the ground. A lot of the food that we've recently gotten is probably because we've been gathering wild foods from these areas as well. We had a lot of our laborers working on that. Oof, you know what I'm realizing here is that this junction right here is looking a little strange. I'm gonna remove those roads, but honestly, I don't. It's a weird intersection there. Maybe we'll put like a market area here or something. I mean, to some degree, you really don't ever want to stop the firewood production. I'm just noticing we're so low on actual wood at the moment, but we're using tons of it to try to work on the trading post. Let's have 2 people working at the forester. 60 wood to make this bridge. No. We keep that pause. This one, though, I think this little bridge right here, we could definitely build. Only 24 wood, and it gets us to this area where maybe the forester will be more efficient coming over here. Not sure. Yeah, we don't want to give up on chopping firewood. Partly because firewood is actually one of the main things that we're going to use to trade with the trading post once this is actually built. So we want tons and tons of firewood. That's how we're going to get seeds and livestock and stuff like that. What I'm noticing, though, is that our storage units are getting a little full. This one doesn't... I don't know if this one can actually store fuel because it doesn't seem to be storing any fuel at the moment. Small barn. I'm not seeing any fuel there. The only place our fuel is being stored... Yeah, we're just out of wood. Okay, fine. Stop, chop it. Just go and get a surplus of wood, and then we'll turn it into firewood later. Go become a woodcutter. Yeah, I just want a big traditional storage unit. Like a vanilla storage unit that just stores all the things. All the things. It just fits there, doesn't it? But it doesn't look very good where it was there. I'm gonna put a pause on it though, because it's really not critically important to do this. Oh, this is looking full. I think it's because there's just different kinds of things can be stored in all these different kinds of storage units. We weren't paying too much attention. I don't know if firewood can be stored in this small barn. But once the firewood can be transferred over to the trading post, that'll clear up a lot of space out of this little storage cart thing. Nice, we got a new labor. It looks like a couple of laborers actually in the last few minutes, and then we got some children have been born. Looks like they're slowly starting to work on that. Yeah, hopefully these people are... Yep, they're coming and collecting the stones. Good. We need those stones. There we go. We have the 5 stone we need to finish this trading post. So who's going to be the one who picks it up? Ta-da! Plenty of tools, plenty of clothing, although we actually could use more tools. Health is at 3.5 out of 5 hearts. It's not bad. Let's go back and let's try to make some wooden tools. We're saving our iron because we're just a little ways away from getting like a very self-sufficient iron, like having an actual iron mine going. So I'm kind of a little bit worried about the iron ore, or the lack of iron ore. Although, I don't know, there's so much iron ore out here. But if we don't have to spend, if we can just focus on just producing a bunch of wood, then that's still easier. What I might do, if we got laborers that are doing nothing, keep this area clear. This is where we're gonna do some farming, maybe. Just go ahead and chop all the trees that show up there. Didn't I say to remove these roads? No, I guess I didn't mark it properly. Yeah, this is getting built pretty quick. Yeah, the builders in this game, I mean, it says that you could literally have up to 4 builders working on this. Like that, so this could be building 4 times faster. But I actually find that just one builder gets it done. It's kind of nice. Feels good. The builders work hard. They do a good job. Of course, really the tricky thing was just having the labor, the resources to get this going, and then the laborers. Okay. So now we're going to start to get people coming over this way. What we want to do is we want one person working here, and then we want to move over a couple hundred firewood. Just to have that to see what... I think it's 4 per firewood, so that'll be 800 trade credits. That's not going to be nearly enough. Once that firewood's been moved over, then we can have that person return to being a laborer. They don't have to permanently be working at the trade post just to load it up. That'll also empty out a lot of the space out of here too. But, I mean, it's going to take some of the firewood that we need to heat our homes. Oh, we don't have anyone working in firewood right now. That's part of our problem. 66-year-old here, our oldest Adam here, is eventually going to pass away, I think. I wonder if like the health kind of ties into how long they're likely to sort of live and such. 366 in the last season. I'm not that impressed with that. We're still getting about 600 plus other useful resources. Twice as much as the fishing. Here, last season, more on par with the hunting. More on par with the hunting. So the Gathering Hut and the Hunter's Lodge are doing a good job. I'll be honest. Some people really like the fishing. I have a friend who loves Banished, and he swears by the fishing docks. But I'll be honest. I'm sure he knows about this button, but this button, whenever I check this and I check the fishing dock, it always seems to be less productive than some of the other options. I mean, clearly this person's clearly still contributing to society, right? Like 366 fish. There's no way they're eating that. They're eating way less than that, probably. But is that the best use of them? I'm not sure. And is the food variety like worth it? Is that enough to, like, just having fish? Is that just good to have that in their diet? It actually, wow, interesting. It actually says patience. I wonder if this is mostly for disease. I wonder here. We don't have anyone that can work here right now. Okay, this person can stop working there. What we got? We got a woodcutter. Okay, we got too many people over here. Although we really do need wood. I'm going to assign one person to work here as a doctor or nurse or something. And I want to see if it says that, like, if anyone goes and becomes a patient, quote, quote. But it looks like this is purely just if there's disease in the village, and there is no disease. So this is like a mini hospital, I think is what it is, right? In the base game, you have this hospital building. This health center, a freestanding health center. Whereas the medical clinic says it provides health to your the medieval clinic says provides healthcare to your citizen. Okay. Used to gather herbs and provide simple health and healing for citizens. I know that doesn't have anything to do with disease, because if there's disease, then the herbalist is not sufficient. Mini hospital to heal diseases. That's not what we're trying to do. We're just trying to boost the health of our citizen. Yeah, see, I don't think this is doing anything for us, which is okay. We have it there in case. We have it there in case. I think working as an herbalist will do a better, will have more of an effect on health. What just happened to our food? Holy cow, our food just took a dive. Dang, our food reserves just got really low really fast. What else can we do for food? We'd like to start growing crops, but I think we're going to need to trade for some first. So what else can we get going? Our first trader has shown up. Okay. Okay. So what did they want? Oh, they're bringing... Okay, we don't need pea coats. We need like seeds and stuff. So we just got to tell him that we need seeds and send him on his way. Gatherer's hut. Gatherer's huts really are just pretty good. Idle pool. Hunting blind. These could make some various interesting foods too. Like clams and oysters and things. These are modded buildings that I'm just looking at here. The apiary creates some food and some wax and stuff, and wax is a resource for other things. I mean, I'm almost thinking about getting a second hunting cabin going out here with this gatherer. Hunting and gathering, am I right? Is there a bunch of additional sort of things that can just be gathered? Yeah, okay, there's a lot of food that can just be gathered up here. So this stuff regrows like every couple of years. And we've actually already played through 11 years in the game because we're, you know, I'm going to go at speed 5. Things are moving fast. I actually like just sort of having a good time and just keeping it going slow. Things we kind of 70 years old. Things are we definitely on speed 5. Things go very fast. I'm sure we actually probably need someone working on making more coats without even looking at it. How much leather do we have lying around? 40, at least 40. At least 40, so. I don't feel stable on the food. I don't feel stable on the food. I'm actually wondering... I'm wondering if we had like a full-size woodcutter station, if that would be more efficient, or if it was next to... If it was over here next to actually where the wood's being produced, if that would be more efficient. I'm not sure. But I'm willing to try to make a second woodcutter. And we could go with the original woodcutter from the actual game. And build that. And you know, we might not, you know, with all this industry out here now, we're definitely going to want another house out here. Although we don't have the... We don't have the stone for that. Okay, well now we have access to all this stone. So let's collect all this stone out here. And if there's any food out here, let's go collect it too. Get all the stone out here. Yeah, we've actually collected stone out here already. Quite a bit. This is all iron through here, no stone. So we're starting to have to go further and further and further out to get the stone. We have tons of herbs built up. Yeah, we could go up to 500, that's fine. And our health is back up to 4 out of 5, which is great. So the health has gone up. I don't know, it's been a combination of just having the herbs on hand, having the herbalist working a little bit, having a little bit of additional food variety. I think all those things have tied into to better health for our citizens. Keep kind of... Yeah, stockpile out here maybe. Do we want the stockpile though to be like next to the water's edge where it's really nice? No. Okay. Looking good. We're gonna need a lot more firewood over here though. This is not... Whoops, I accidentally got rid of our 300 firewood stored. Let's get a couple hundred more moved over. Plenty of wood there. I'm actually kind of realizing, guys, that for the UI might be kind of small. I might need to scale it up a little bit. I know it's maybe a little bit too little too late, but I might scale it up a little bit between this episode and the next. I mean, I do like being able to actually see the game. Hopefully that's important, but I'm realizing that you guys might have a hard time reading on the recording on the YouTube side of things. You guys might have a hard time reading the UI. I'm playing at probably a higher resolution than what the YouTube recording is going to be. So depending on your monitor and stuff, might be kind of tough. But honestly, I think at this point things are humming along. I mean, it definitely seems like the food is volatile, but it's mostly up. I think having an additional hunting cabin over here would be a big amount of food. I think if we can get keep overproducing firewood and then trade that off for seeds, hopefully, and then start doing actual farming, that should be a good amount of food income as well. Okay, we're officially done making clothing. That's good. So that's another labor. We can always slot in more people to work at the fishing dock, and we can slot in more people to work at the gathering hut too. Oh, we actually had 2 people working here? Oh, I was calculating this based on only having 1 person here. Or did we must have checked it and then we added a second one, I think, because this looks higher. 600, 800, I mean, this looks like 900 plus resources. And that's the current season. It's not even completely finished yet. Wow, last season was not a good season. 320 venison, that's it. Yeah, it seems like even with the second worker, it seems like this is maybe definitely doing as well or maybe even better in some cases than the hunting stand is. Either way, we're going to have a second hunting stand over here. It'll be interesting to see if this performs differently, this hunting cabin versus this deer stand right here. Not sure. Anyways, guys, thanks everybody for watching another episode, being here and hanging out. I'm having a good time with Banished. And there is really so much more like advanced stuff that we could eventually do, so much more that we can work towards to making this village more self-sufficient, more sustained. Wow, up to 14. Got 6 more workers than we did, I think, between at the start of the episode and at the end here. And it's still like these 4 labors that we have here, we could easily allocate them in 2 seconds, and we like, oh man, there's just so much stuff you need workers for. It's insane. Guys, thanks everybody for being here though. Playlist link down at the bottom will get you to the next episode. And feedback, right? If you guys have thoughts on the series or Banished and such, or questions, I'd love to hear them in the comments, guys. Thanks everybody for being here. See you guys in the next episode.